Hello again, everyone. My name is James, and this is the Active Retro, where we take a look at pop culture, past and present. If I'm reading my calendar correctly, that means today is Friday, and then that means we get to talk about action figures, because it's Action Figure Friday. Last week I wrote about a large Ninja Turtles collection I bought this past summer, but today we're switching gears and taking a look at a custom, one-of-a-kind Power Rangers Lord Zedd figure. I made this Lord Zedd figure back in 2013, shortly before Bandai started their Legacy line of collectibles, and certainly a few years prior to the Legacy line of 6-inch figures. For a few years I was really big into customizing action figures. I started off with Transformers and then worked my way over to Power Rangers. It's entirely possible that you've seen photos of my previous work, but never knew who made it. From 2012 to 2013, I turned out some really cool figures. These included a White Tiger Zord, a Retrofire Astro Megazord, a Retrofire Mini Zord, and a Retrofire White Tiger Zord Warrior Mode figure, among others. I'm probably most proud of the deluxe White Tiger Zord custom, although I admit it doesn't look nearly as impressive as the Legacy edition that we would get a few years after my custom. One of the last pieces I worked on before I got out of the hobby was this Lord Zedd. I more or less finished it, but never got around to posting it online until now. The base body for Zedd is the Crisis 2 Nanosuit figure by NECA. All of the additional armor on the legs, arms, and chest were done by me with sculpting clay. The base figure's head was reshaped with a Dremel tool, and then I sculpted the Zedd features on top of it. Prior to this project, I never really attempted to work or sculpt with clay. For a first go, I think my attempt turned out fairly well. I of course took some liberties with the design, noticeably leaving out the Z on the head spike of Lord Zedd's head, and I made the chest armor pieces slightly larger and fatter than what it would normally be. I base coated the figure with a primer and then dry brushed on acrylic paint from Games Workshop. Zedd has been packed up and moved around the country a few times with me, so I'll ask that you please excuse some of the noticeable paint wear on the armor and back. Zedd retains all articulation that the previous figure had. That includes 5 points in each arm, 7 in each leg, the abdomen, and the head. You'll notice that I did leave out the clear or blue tubes that run under the armor. I tried working it into the design several different ways, but it either hindered movement or just didn't look right. Lord Zedd stands at about 7 inches tall, which scales pretty dang well with the 6.5-inch Legacy Rangers that were recently released. He's a little taller and much beefier looking, but you want the villain to look more imposing than the hero. I'm excited to finally be able to pick up the soon-to-be-released Legacy White Ranger, so Zedd finally has the proper adversary to go up against. Well, I think that's about all I have to say on Zedd here. If you want to check out a high-res image gallery of this figure, I cordially invite you over to theactiveretro.com. Just follow the link below in the description. I have new reviews every Monday, Action Figure Friday posts on Friday, and feature articles on my blog every other Wednesday. If you want to know when those are posted, feel free to hit subscribe down below or follow me on social media. Thank you for watching.